This is part 88 of ASP.NET Core tutorial. In this video, we'll discuss how to delete identity role in ASP.NET Core. If you've been following this course, in our previous two videos in this series, we discussed deleting identity user. Deleting identity role is going to be very similar, except that instead of using user manager service, we use role manager service and then change a couple of variable names and messages that we display to the user. So here is what we want to do. On the list roles page, when we click delete button against any of the roles, we want to display this delete confirmation. Are you sure you want to delete with these two buttons, yes and no? When we click no, nothing should happen. When we click yes, the page should be posted back to the server and the respective role must be deleted. Let's start with the controller action. At the moment, we are looking at administration controller and we have the delete user action right here. Notice we have both role manager and user manager services injected into this administration controller. In our previous two videos, we have used the instance of the user manager service to delete the identity user. To delete identity role, we are going to use this instance of role manager service. We already have the delete user action, so let's make a copy of this and then change the bits that are required. First, let's change the name of the action method from delete user to delete role. To be able to delete a role, we need that role ID. So let's pass that as a parameter, and then to retrieve the role from the database, instead of using user manager service, we are going to use role manager service. Find by ID async method of the role manager service returns us the role with the specified ID. To make this code more meaningful, let's change the name of this variable from user to role. Notice when I do that and when I press Control period, Visual Studio provides me with two refactoring options, and notice when I select this option, rename user to role, all instances of variable user are renamed from user to role. And if role is null, that means we cannot find the role with the given ID. So we want to send the user to not found view and then display this message: role with ID equals whatever is the ID cannot be found. So let's change this word from user to role. If role is not null, that means we have found the role with this given ID in the database and we want to delete that role. So the control comes into the else block, and to delete the role, we are going to use delete async method, passing it the role that we want to delete. Here we are deleting a role. So instead of using user manager, we are going to use role manager. If the succeeded property of the identity result object is true, that means we have successfully deleted the role from the database. So we want to send the user to list roles action. If there are any errors deleting the role from the database, we want to add those errors to the model state and then re-render list roles view so the user can see those errors. So let's change the name of the view from list users to list roles. We are done with the changes required in the controller. Now let's look at the changes that we need in the view, that is on the list roles view. The changes here are going to be very similar to what we already have in list users view. First of all, we need this form element because deleting a role should be performed using a post request. So let's copy this form tag and then paste it within list roles view right here in the footer. In addition to this form tag, we also need this confirm delete span and this delete span and the closing form tag. So let's copy all these lines of code and then paste them right here, replacing this delete hyperlink. To be able to delete a role, we want to post this form to delete role action and not delete user. And then to this action, we want to pass the role ID. So let's change this from user.id to role.id. We also need to change all these instances of user.id to role.id. So let's quickly do that. The final thing that we need on this list roles view is this scripts section. Let's copy it from list users view. Why do we need the scripts section? Well, that's because within custom script.js file we have confirm delete function, and we are calling this function when we click the delete button and when we click no button on the confirmation. So to make this function available for our list roles view, we need to load that script section. Let's do that at the bottom of the view. Save our changes and then take a look at the browser. At the moment we are on the home page. Let's navigate to list roles view. We've got a test role here. When I click delete, we see the delete confirmation. When we click no, nothing happens. When we click yes, the page is posted back to the server and the respective role is deleted. That's it in this video. Thank you for listening.